You get a call around 3 a.m, 4 a.m in the morning, you know that those calls generally aren't good calls. And I knew that it would have been Mitch, just automatically that there would have been something.
So it's the phone call that every parent dreads. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, so I got the phone call here from Nicole to say that Mitch had been hit, had been punched and had fallen down and hit his head.
Hospital staff come and see you and say, look, you know, they're in with Mitch at the moment, they're doing everything they can. You know, the general rule of thumb in these instances is if there's been no change around the 72-hour mark, we'll look at turning the machine off.
We didn't get to see him for a while. They were assessing him to see whether he was a candidate for surgery. When I think back on that, is a nightmare in itself, because he was so close to death that they didn't know whether they were even going to be able to operate.
Dad called again and said, yeah, you need to come, come as quick as you can. So I jumped in the car, went and picked Shannon up, and we both went straight to the hospital. They filled me in, said, yeah, Mitch has been punched and hit his head. He's just gone in for surgery. He might be in there for a fair while, and we don't know what it's going to be like on the other end.
So we all sat around very somberly waiting for the next step of what was going to happen. Mitch came out of surgery. They had removed a portion of his skull, so all through the side of his head they had removed, and that it was a waiting game as to how he would respond.
It was unknown whether he was going to survive the night, so the first 48 hours were critical, so we were absolutely on tenterhooks.
It's all pretty hard, contacting family, doing all the other things that you've got to do. Spending time with Mitch day and night. And then at about 70 hours we were in the room, and the nurse jumped up and, there'd been a beep on the ventilator where he'd taken a breath over it, and that just started, gradually to increase. So, yeah.
Obviously Mitch eventually opened his eyes, and, the rest is history.
Up. Down. Yeah.
No big deal.
Thank you.
But Mitchell is sitting here at the table.
He's doing little things every day. He's trying to talk at the moment. He's drinking his own drinks. And whilst I look forward, I just look for today and tomorrow. And I'm grateful for the way Mitch is now.
Anger burns up a lot of direction. You get consumed by it. And so our focus had to be on Mitch if we knew we were going to be able to help Mitch and push him on.
Oh. Oh.
You're right, there he is.
That was good. He was lifting up his arm.
Thank you, there we go. Good one. Good. He's so tall. When he chooses to be. Look out.
Mitch is at a place called Brightwater now. It's a really lovely facility, and the staff are great, but we can't stay there forever.
His time at Brightwater has come to an almost end, so we have the option to send him to a shared house or another rehab facility that would be more like a nursing home.
The worst case scenario for us is not being able to bring Mitch home, Mitch not being able to stay at Brightwater, and having to go to a nursing home, which is just no place for a young person to be.
Mitch needs a lounge for himself during the day for a carer and, you know, people that come in and do services so that it doesn't interfere with what the rest of the family's doing. It's about $80,000, the building works.
It is just so important the Cleary family are able to raise money for Mitch to help with his quality of life. It's as simple as that. It'll be a lifelong process. You know, maintaining what he can do now, so sitting by himself, being able to learn how to feed himself at home, like being able to participate in life. So in an ideal world for Mitch, for his rehabilitation, to keep progressing and, you know, participating in life and having the best quality, really, you'd be looking at about, you know, 6 hours a week, and so about $1,000 a week. You'd certainly be wanting to look to raise that money across a 5-year span to assist Mitch to achieve the best outcome.
Here, basically like as a celebration of Mitch's achievements. It's been a few years now and he's come a long way. Nobody thought he would be able to achieve that. So we want to celebrate, but we're also here to raise money. You hear the crowd rumbling outside, so yeah, I'm really excited.
200 people in one room just for Mitch, which is just amazing. The generosity that we've found that people have is just extraordinary, and that's been the case over the last 4 years. You know, good people come into your life. We raised about $27,000. I just have faith, and we'll work it out. You know, we will get there by hook or by crook, and the house will be done. When you've got a team of people like we have, it'll happen. Yeah, we're confident.
He's young and he's motivated to get better, and he's happy. Yeah, he's just the best.